All right, guys, welcome to this evening's webinar, or Technology Thursday webinar. Again, just a reminder, if you do have an open line, please place your phone on mute so that we can have a clean recording. You can either hit the *6 key on your phone or hit the mute button. Appreciate it. All right, so we wanted to, some of you are using this website, some of you might be new to this site, but we're doing some things with the site here as far as organization, as far as adding some additional pages, and as far as perhaps some ways that you can use the site and the lead pages that are included with the site to generate some referral partners and that type of thing. So we're going to go through all of that today. So we got a lot of information to cover there. Before we get started, we want to talk about what we have coming up here. I want to make sure everybody's can you guys see my PowerPoint? I just pulled the PowerPoint up on the screen. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. Yes, okay, cool, that's fine. We're not going to go through the whole thing here. I just want to make sure that everybody's aware because some people were having some problem getting to what used to be FESacademy.com. I don't know that URL is working anymore. But I did have a couple of people text me that they couldn't get to the site. So this is the URL that you want to use to get to the what used to be, again, the FES Academy site, so that you can check the schedule. And there's going to be a lot of great stuff that's going to be added to that site moving forward. So it's definitely something that you want to bookmark. It's definitely something you want to pay attention to. It's definitely a website that you're going to be using a lot. So this, again, is your business. You're an entrepreneur. This is your business. You want to stay plugged in and make sure that you're aware of everything that's happening. And I'm going to tell you that this website right here is probably going to be your main source of that information, okay? So this is a very, 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 very important website with regard to your business, you know, in terms of videos and other documents that they're going to be uploading on that site, as well as obviously the itineraries for the trainings that are going to be happening around the country. This is going to be your main source. So again, make sure that you bookmark this site, and if you're sharing that schedule with any of your teammates or whatever, make sure that they have this link as well, because again, that other link, I don't believe it's functioning, and you want to make sure that everybody has access. So and we're going to take a look at the schedule here in a minute, but one thing obviously you want to make sure, Millionaire Mentality Boot Camp is coming up here November 3rd through the 5th in Atlanta, Georgia. You want to make sure that you get your flights booked now. I was just online doing some research, and they said that the best time to book your flights is between a 6 to 7.5 week window. We're right there right now. I was online looking at flights yesterday, and there's some really good prices out there on flights. So make sure that you get your flight booked. Don't wait till the last minute because, you know, obviously the prices are just going to go up. And with that being said as well, you want to make sure that you get your hotel room booked also. There are some people that are already asking about sharing a room. Okay, so if you're a male and you're going and you're booking a hotel room and you want to split those costs with a couple other people or one other person, whatever, post that up in the group, and we'll try to match people together. So that we can, so people can do that, sharing cost of the rooms. If you're a female, same thing. Post that up in the group and let us know you're looking for another female to room with at the event, and we'll see what we can do to help to get people matched up for that. So Millionaire Mentality Boot Camp, put that on your schedule. Again, start taking a look at flights, get your hotel booked, and get yourself registered for it if you haven't registered for it already. There is right now what they're offering, which is very, very awesome. As a matter of fact, let's go over there real quick. Transform. Oops. All right, transformacademy.com. Now, when you go to transformacademy.com, as far as Millionaire Mentality is concerned and getting registered for that, right now, if you go to the train, go to the store, and then you go to the training tabs, and you select Millionaire Mentality Bootcamp, you're going to see right here in the middle, there's a promotional that's being offered right now. This is a regularly priced $999 training, guys. And I've been there. I think this will be either I think this might be my third one. I've been to all of them. So they're phenomenal. This one here is going to be very different and phenomenal as well. And I'm sure that I know there's other people that are on the line here that have been to some of the other Millionaire Mentality boot camps and will tell you the same thing. So for $299, that's an incredible offer. Okay, so you come here, get yourself registered. You want to make sure that you register as a user here. Go to the store, go down to the trainings, Millionaire Mentality Bootcamp, $299, guys. That's incredible. So get yourself registered for that. As well, at this site here, you're going to see the trainings that are coming up this month prior to Millionaire Mentality Bootcamp. And we have coming up this next weekend. Let me see where the heck we're at here. Okay, so this weekend here, Birmingham, Alabama, Joe Locke. That's going to be the very first 2-day training or any training there at all. So great place to reach out to people and expose them, to FES. You can get them over to the Friday night overview and perhaps into a training. Las Vegas, Joe Halbreich is going to be in Las Vegas. I'm actually going to be going to Las Vegas myself. So if you're in the Arizona, Phoenix market and you want to go there, let's get together and maybe we can get some people to carpool up there. Orlando, Florida, Dale Guiducci. Those are both 6th through the 8th. And DC Metro has been postponed. We have Oakland, California, Charlotte, North Carolina, Detroit, Michigan, all October the 13th, 15th. We got Warren Barfeld in Oakland, California, Dale Guiducci in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then Joe Locke is going to be in Detroit, Michigan. And then finally, October 22nd, or I'm sorry, 20 through the 22nd, Warren Barfeld in St. Paul, Minnesota. Excuse me. So you want to make sure that you're aware of where these trainings are so you can get yourself set up for them and your team and contact people in those areas, get them to a Friday night overview. Again, great way to expose. So I'm going to bookmark this right now. All right. So again, make sure transformacademy.com, make sure that you save that in your browser. All right. You can come here. You can learn about all of the trainers. Okay. Meet some of the agents. There's a media center that's going to be in here. There's going to be adding some additional information. I know that the store has been moved from here. The store is going to be now in our FES, myfes.net/business office. You'll have access to the business tools that used to be here. They are now going to be in our business office. I spoke with Mike yesterday. They're working on that, so I don't have a date on that yet, but that's where that will be. Okay, so what else? I think that's it for that. One last thing, social media, guys. So this, this is our social media guidelines. So we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about posting on social media, whether it's using the FEN websites or creating a post or whatever you're going to be doing. But you want to make sure that you follow these rules. Okay, there's we still see we've gotten a lot better at it, but from time to time, and I don't think it's, a lot of times when I've seen somebody posting something out that they shouldn't be, typically they're new and they just haven't read the social media guidelines. As a matter of fact, I just spoke with somebody the other day and they had just gotten started and they didn't know, all right? So it's important that we make sure, we've got this posted, this information posted for social media, in the corporate FES business page on Facebook. As well, we have it posted in our group, and I'm not sure where it's at in the business office. I know Vice President Randy Cochran's here with us tonight as well. Maybe he knows, but I believe it is somewhere in the back office, in our business office as well. But it's definitely something you want to take a look at because it doesn't, number one, it doesn't take a whole lot. You might think what you're saying is okay, but it may not be. And compliance is a huge, huge issue in our industry, and we want to make sure that we're being compliant because we are on social media. And it's there for a long time. Everybody can see it. So you want to make sure that you're saying the right thing. So somebody reached out to me the other day and asked me about, they had posted something, and I can't remember exactly what the post was, but, and they were asking why, was unacceptable, which is great. Certainly we want people to understand how this works, but, anytime we're posting something on Facebook, we can't be baiting people into our program. In other words, you can't take the salt lick, the giant salt lick, and put it out in the woods out there and wait for the deer to come up, start licking on it, and shoot them. Okay, we can't do that. So, in other words, we can't say stuff that we want to say, like we'd like to say, hey, you can get an 800 credit score in 6 months or a year. You can't say that because we can't predict. And I saw this. It was a question that was actually being asked as well in the FES corporate Facebook page. They were asking, why some of the stuff couldn't be said, and it all comes down to this: we cannot predict what the outcome is going to be for that particular individual because we don't know what their particular credit situation is. And even if we do know what it is, we don't know what the responses are going to be from the bureaus or how long it's going to take. So when you tell somebody that they can have a 700 credit score or 800 credit score, and even if you said 5 years, you don't know. It could take them 6, right? So you would be in violation. So you can't predict what it's going to be, and when we do that, when we do that kind of advertising, there's only one intention. The intention is to bait that person in because we're telling them what they want to hear. We have to be very careful. We can say some of the things that we can say on social media. For example, with regard to that, I know it's on here. Okay, that you can, examples of verbiage that you can use to post: low one-time activation fee setup, low monthly payment. One of our clients had an increase in their credit score to 82 points, so you can say that, and you can write that. You can't post a picture of that person's credit report. I'll say that. You cannot post anybody's results, okay? So you could say, hey, one of my clients just had an increase of whatever it was. I mean, if you're keeping in contact with your clients and they're saying, hey, I just got a 57 point increase on my score, you can say that. And you can post an image with that, but it just can't be an image or a copy of their credit report showing items that have been deleted, that type of thing. You can say I'm enjoying an above average, with regard to the business, I'm enjoying above average income. You have to include the disclaimer for that. What I was looking here for was, I believe that you can say that you can get, you can say something along the lines about results within, 45 days. Most clients will see results within 45 days. Now, that's pretty open. We're not saying them that they're going to get a specific credit score. We're not telling them that they're going to have a specific item deleted. We're just telling them they're going to get results. Results could be a 1-point increase in their credit score, or an item deleted, one item deleted from their credit report, or 100 items. We're not saying exactly what it's going to be. So, for example, if you look at, you can't say, who needs a 700 credit score? Well, you don't know if you're going to get them a 700 credit score. Improve your credit score from 680 to 720. Again, you don't know that that's going to happen. So anytime you're mentioning a credit score, improve your credit score in 90 days. So maybe you don't want to say what I just said, so I'm going to backtrack. You can't say improve your credit score in 90 days, so you can't put a time frame on that. So if you stay away from that, you'll be safe. Okay. And if you're not sure, talk with Sue at corporate. She's really the one that can help you with that. But there's enough that you can say where you shouldn't run into constantly where you're trying to figure out what you can or cannot say. Don't use the BBB logo. Cannot use 100% credit approval. Cannot post any pay stubs or copies of direct deposit amounts. Cannot post a copy of a credit report, even if you block out their names. Okay, so none of that. So make sure you take a look at this and understand it. And again, after you go through it, if you have questions, call Sue at corporate. She'll be able to help you. Very, very important. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I'm at the website now, financialempowermentnetwork.com website. This is where we have our lead pages. This website is set up, by the way, wherever anybody clicks on anything, it's not, for example, if somebody comes here to this website and they say, oh, here's a link, and they click on that, if somebody fills out the information on this page, it's not coming to me, by the way, okay? As a matter of fact, if somebody just comes randomly to the site, and say they found it, they were doing some searching on Google or whatever, and they came to the site and they clicked on that, and it would take them to this page, and if they were to fill out this form, that lead's going to go randomly to whoever is registered on the site. And I don't know who that is. I can't predict that. Because there's nobody's, and I'll show you here in a minute, there's nobody's name assigned after this. So the point is that any of these slides that have this here, whoever comes here and clicks on that, that's just somebody's going to get a lead. Same thing with any of these other buttons here, okay? So don't be afraid to send people here thinking, well, I'm not going to get a lead if I don't. We're going to show you the pages to use, but don't worry about that. See, this says here on this one here, it says rotation on. Well, that means that it's going to rotate through everybody. What order, I don't know, whether it's alphabetical, whether it's the last person that joined. I don't know what that rotation is again, but all I can tell you is this, is that if somebody were to come here and click on this button where it says learn more, and they come to this page and it's got this rotation identifier on there, somebody's going to get a lead, okay? And that's the idea. So, as I'm posting stuff and doing what I do with the website, if we can get people coming here and they're clicking on that stuff, then somebody's going to pick up a lead. Also, if anybody wants to promote an event that they're doing in their area, I would encourage you to do that. Again, here's Vince and Chandelier Anderson in Maryland, or I'm sorry, they're in Fredericksburg, VA. This is an event that they had. We made a post and posted it for them, and it got shared through social media. And it's actually, when you do a Google search in their area, you'll actually see this as one of the items that come up there. Okay, so it's evergreen. It's going to be there, and somebody might click on it and give them a call. So there's other stuff in here, but this was a credit seminar that we did here in Phoenix that I made a post for. So if you want to do that, you can do that. Okay, you don't have to, but again, it's there for you. You can just send it to me, and I'll make that post for you. There's also a team page on here, and if you have a picture, a photo shot of yourself, and you want to create a bio for yourself, send that to me, and we can add you onto this page. Okay. All right, let's get down to the new pages that we have here. So if you're new to the site, you have to register first in order to use the site. And the way that you'll do that is when you come to the site, anytime you're going to access if you're coming to the site to register newly, or if you're already registered with the site, you're an active user, you're going to access everything through this bottom page here, or at the bottom of the page here. Support menu is where you're going to log in. So again, if you're brand new, if you're not registered on the site, you're going to have to get registered. And if you come to this FEN setup tab here, there's a video here that you can watch that it's called How to Register for the FEN Lead Site. And you just follow the steps, okay? And your login is down here. The FEN leaderboard, which we're going to go through here in a minute, is here. There's recorded calls and webinar trainings on here as well that we do each week. Like, for example, this recording is going to be uploaded on there. Next week when we do our training call on Thursday, that will be uploaded on here. And that stuff is sent out to the team. So, again, make sure if you have other team members, get them, on these webinars, get them on the call, or at minimum, make sure that you're sharing with them those recorded calls, okay? I send it out to the database, but again, there's a lot of great information that's being shared on these webinars and those calls. And then we have a team calendar here. I'm going to be updating it. I haven't done much with that here as of yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and log in as a user, just like you would be set up, because obviously I have an administration login, but I'm going to log in as a user so I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. And you can see this is what you're going to see when you get set up as a user. Oops, and I just logged in as admin. Let's do that again. Okay. All right, so when you log in, all right, I got that, Randy. I got your message. So when you log in, if you're brand new, there's two buttons here. You can click new. It says new users. Click here. Okay. So when you go here, there's a couple of setup videos here that you can watch. I'm actually going to be changing these up a little bit. But the first one here, this one is on how to set up your FES Connect. Obviously, we want you to get that set up because that's another great link that you can use. How to forward a URL to your FES Connect, or for that matter, any URL. And then once you get set up there, then you can click and go to the second step. Again, this is if you're brand new, you're not yet using this page or this website. The second step is make an announcement on Facebook. So if you're brand new and you're using this site, or whether you're using the site or not, you should be making an announcement on your Facebook profile. Hey, I just got started with this. I'm excited. I just got started this brand new in this brand new business, and what I put here is I just wanted to let everybody know that I've started a new business venture with a 13-year-old highly successful financial services company that helps people restore their credit and a whole lot more. Here's a link with information. You can add your FES Connect link or one of these links here to one of these pages, and please share this link with your friends. Thanks. Now, there's a number of different things that you can do. You can have people send you a private message if they're interested in getting more information. So this is just something to get you started with. You can take that, dissect it, write it any way you want, but that's kind of like the theme that you want to go. You're announcing that you're starting this new business, you're with a highly successful company, and you're going to be helping people, achieve financial wellness, okay? And if you're interested in more information, just send me a private message here or put a link on there, okay? So great thing to do because, again, you want to let people know what you're doing. You want to expose people. And certainly if you're brand new, that's a great thing to do because you're going to be excited. How to find groups in Facebook to post your FES Connect link and FEN league pages, okay? I think this video is about 11 minutes long, so it's not too terribly long. And then step 4. Coming soon. How to post in Facebook groups, which we're going to cover some of that today. And of course, I'm going to have a video there that I'm going to create. So let me back out of here. Close some of these windows. Okay, so if you're using the site, or once you've gone through the setup, then you can just go to existing users, click here. And this account I don't use very often. I just use it as a test account. Right now it's running a little bit slow because we're also recording. I got the webinar going. So the other thing I'll say is that these pages do show up very well on mobile. There is a mobile app inside of the site that will resize the page for desktop as well as mobile. I'm not sure about tablet. Don't really care about tablet. Most people are on either mobile or desktop anyway. Okay, so when you log in, or when you hit that button, when you click that button, existing users, click here, it's going to bring you to the FEN leaderboard. And there's a little notice up here that says, important, read this first. So obviously you want to read that first, okay? So it says, under the company settings tab, enter your username. I've got an example in here. So when you sign up for the site, your username wants to be the same username that you have for your FES business. So mine is M. Bustamante. Yours might be, for example, Randy Cochran's is Randy R. Cochran. It's always usually your first initial, last name, and there might be a number after it. But whatever your FES username is, that's the same username you want to use in this site. Don't put a number in or an email address or something funky, because I might delete you out of there because I won't know who you are. All right, so I'm doing it that way so I can identify who people are. Okay, so you want to enter a username in the affiliate ID boxes and hit update settings at the bottom. This must be done in order for the lead to be assigned to you. Do not use the join now button. So when I go to company settings, I'm going to see the affiliate ID boxes here, right? And it says you want to enter your username in all of those. So some of these don't have my username in them, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that username, and I'm just going to paste it in all these boxes, right? And when you first set up, your username will not be in any of these boxes. So you want to make sure you put that username in all of those boxes. Again, it's the same username that you used to register for this site, and it's the same username that was assigned to you for your FES site. Once you do that, you just want to hit update settings, and then that'll update everything. The join now buttons, unfortunately I can't get rid of them. They serve no purpose. So if you want to click them, you can, but nothing's going to happen. So anyway, just put your name in there and hit update. All right, so now that I've done that, I've updated these what we call company settings. If I go to the landing pages, what you're going to see is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 landing pages in here so far that are for various, again, the note up here on the landing pages tab, there's a variety of links on your landing pages that can be used to generate leads for your FES business, real estate prospects, or mortgage prospects, okay? So again, we're going to go back to the landing pages here. So the landing pages are being modified and updated. There's some brand new ones in here that I want to share with you as well today so that you can see those. All right, so let's do this. So what happens here is when you get to this page, when you click on the arrow, it's going to expose your link. Now, if you've done this correctly, at the end of the link, you'll see that same username that you added in your company settings. What it did was it added it to your link. So now anybody that comes to any of these links, they all have my username at the end of them. Those leads are going to be assigned to me. And what's going to happen is that they're going to come to my email. They'll be in the system. I'll be able to see them. They'll also get an email saying, hey, you got a lead. Here's their name. Here's their phone number. Here's their email address. Give them a call, okay? So whatever email address that you're using for this system, okay, because sometimes what happens is when people join FES, they'll set up a separate email address. separate email account, and then they might use that on this one here, but they never go check it, right? And I know that happens for fact. So make sure whatever email address you use here is an email address that you check from time to time, so that if you do have any leads coming in, that you call them, because the key is going to be to call them, you know, as soon as possible. You don't want to wait days before you call them. You want to call them as soon as you get the lead in, because that, number one, they'll be surprised that they got a phone call, and now you can start to talk with them. So, all right. So we have, and unfortunately I can't categorize them, but as I go down through the list here of the pages, you're going to see a mixture of pages. You got build credit, pay, and rent, business professionals. This is a page for promoting the business, the FES business. Down payment assistance. This is a newer page that was updated recently that our real estate partners can use to promote themselves to generate leads for people that are looking for down payment assistance, perhaps, in their community. This is not labeled to any particular real estate company or anything like that. So, and I'm going to go into this now. Okay, so here's what happens. This page here, you could offer some of these pages to your real estate partners. These are people that maybe they don't want to become an FES agent, but maybe there's an opportunity for them to send you referrals of people that have bad credit or have credit issues that are looking to buy a home, okay? And you can offer them an opportunity to utilize these capture pages to market themselves on social media or through paid advertising, or put a link on their website, or put a link, send out a link to their email list, or send out a text message link, or however they want to advertise and drive traffic to these pages, okay? You can offer that free service to them. We will allow them to register as users for this site. So we're going to put together something in a script, if you will, that when you're talking with those types of people, when you're talking with real estate professionals, and perhaps they've looked at the opportunity and they're not interested, but certainly they can use the services for their customers, you know, a way to further, you know, bring them in, if you will, is to say, hey, listen, we also have a free marketing site that you can use where there's some capture pages or lead pages for real estate agents. If you're marketing on social media or email marketing, or if you're doing paid ads, you can drive traffic to some of these pages. I have people that are paying for Facebook ads and driving leads to these capture pages. Okay, so that's something, if they're doing that, that's something they can do, or they can do it for free. They can post these pages, again, in their social, you know, throughout their social media profiles. There's a lot of real estate agents that do use social media. There's obviously some that don't, but there's a lot that do. And probably the best place to find the ones that are using social media is on social media. So when you connect with them, just remember that this is a way to help add additional value to what you're offering them. So the down payment assistance, you have this one here is one that I've created for mortgage professionals. Get fast loan approval on your new home purchase or refinance. Fill out the form below for details. Okay, and they put their name, email address, and phone number. And then at the bottom it says, need credit repair, ask how you can improve your credit. Okay, so that's there as well. And again, you're partnering. I may have a loan officer that I've partnered with that doesn't have any lead pages for himself that he's using currently. And yet, let me say this as well, is that if they were to go out and buy a system to create their own lead pages, which they would have to create their own, the systems are pretty simple, but nonetheless they would have to spend the time to create their own lead pages, and then, you know, they would have a CRM or some type of marketing system. Randy just sent me a site the other day, and they're paying anywhere from $80 a month to over $400 a month. Okay, so you have an opportunity at the minimum. At the small side, this certainly is not what I would consider to be a $400 system, but at the small end, you know, you're going to save them at least $80 to $100 a month just by offering them to use these pages. I'm going to come up with some more pages for the mortgage side and that you can offer them to use as well. And whether they use them or not doesn't matter per se, but it's just the fact that you have this additional value that you can offer to them that's going to make you stand out over the other guy who might be talking with them about perhaps getting their clients that have credit issues. Well, oftentimes, and I hear this all the time, is that this is the number one complaint. The number one complaint out there is that, well, I was using this credit repair company, but I never got my clients back. I don't know what happened to them. That's the number one complaint, okay? So with everything that we have to offer them, it kind of, with the added value that we're offering, with the tracking system that we have where they can follow, and track their clients' progress as well. I mean, it's like, that can't happen, right? Okay, so, and again, we're giving them, we're not just trying to go in there and get their clients from them. We're giving them value. It's like, hey, by the way, are you marketing on social media? Yeah, okay, cool. Guess what? If you're interested, we've got a site that we have for our partners, our mortgage partners, where they have some capture pages that they can use on social media to see if they can generate some leads. If you're interested in using that, I can set you up or get you set up. And then we'll have some information that we can send to them so that they can get set up for that, okay? Which is pretty awesome. Again, it's going to save them money. They're paying thousands and thousands of dollars to mark themselves, these real estate agents. Real estate agents close more transactions. It's another new one. Well, actually, this one here would be used for us as an agent to market to real estate agents for our services. Learn how you can build a pipeline of qualified buyers and close 1 to 2 additional transactions per month. This video reveals everything. FYI, your competition's already doing this. Fill out the form below to watch the video, and when they fill out the form, they're going to see the FES protection plan video. The video on our services, right? So that's a way to help, to get partners or agents. Okay, ready to buy a new home?
Chris, we're looking for it. Aren't we? Yeah. You want me?
Ready to buy a home, but your credit's holding you back. Nice looking couple here coming into their new home. Fill out the form to learn how you can become a homeowner.
Golden Dragon in the Lost City. Lost City. First hires will need to complete the secret for a big dragon made of side door.
Here's one to get on a real estate buyer's list. Join our buyers list to gain fast access to property listings in your area. Fill out the form below. Need to improve your credit? Ask me how we can help. Still looking for that dream home?
You buy me back from Cal.
So the key here is that we are now opening up these lead pages to our partners that don't want to be FES agents. Okay, that's what I want to get across to everybody. Still looking for that dream home? Fill out the form to be contacted by a real estate professional today. Need help with your credit? Ask how we can help. Why rent when you can buy? Fill out the form below to learn how you and your family can now become homeowners. And so those are some of the new ones. And again, we have them on the Wills and Trust program as well. If you want to market, the estate planning package is an awesome page. It's got has the video on there that they can watch. Is your family protected? What about your assets? Having essential estate planning documents in place shows your family that you care enough to plan for them. Simply fill out the form to learn more. And there's a video here on the protection or on the MyCare plan. If you want to market that as a standalone product, you can do that. And that's the only standalone really that we market because that's the $4.99 price point for that particular product. So, and then there's some newer business pages in here as well for enrolling new agents, looking for new agents, people that are looking for an opportunity. You know, this one's Live Your Dreams. You know, if you're ready to change your financial future, watch this video. You know, they can fill out the form. So you have a whole selection of 17 right now, different capture pages. We're going to be adding some more again for the mortgage professionals. I know for sure, and then maybe a couple more for the real estate professionals as investors, real estate investors are going to be adding. And I want to take a look here. Randy had just posted something on Facebook. I think he used one of the pages. .com. Let's go over here and see.
That's why we built an advanced fiber-rich network that connects more than 500 million.
And we're going to talk about posting some of these here as well.
That's why our work is never done. Spectrum, redefining what a cable company can be. Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to...
Randy, where did you post that? Oh, here.
Also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental.
This one here? The free credit ebook?
In various plans with benefits are available with $0
You go to your...
services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductible.
Somebody's got a TV or something playing in the background. Can you mute your line out, please?
With premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll. Call 1-800-643-9107.
Hey, one second here, guys.
643-9107.
Okay. All right, we're going to go over to Randy's personal profile here.
He's in cardiac arrest. Not on my watch. You call 911.
Somebody has a TV or something playing in the background, guys. Take a look at your phones, please. Everybody, right now. We can hear it in the background. Hit the mute button. If your phone's not on mute, put it on mute. Thank you. I can still hear it. Somebody still has their line open. Everybody take a look at their phone and just hit the mute button. So here's a post that Randy made on his timeline. We're giving away our free online credit ebook tonight. Download your copy now. Here's a bit.ly link that he's got set up for that. Please share this post. Remember, I'm never too busy for referrals. And here's what that looks like when he made that post, okay? So it's that simple. Some of these pages, and I'm going to talk about this here, some of these pages will not upload an image, okay, when you make your post, and in that case, you're going to want to upload an image. And what I've done is I've uploaded some images for you guys, but typically, you know, for images, you can go to Google and find images and download them, but I've uploaded some images for you guys to use as well, so you can go to that folder. If you find anything there you like, awesome. If you don't, awesome as well. Go find an image that you want to use. I'm going to go here. Let's go into one of these groups. I'm going to go into a group and make a post and show you what I mean. And I'm just going to go to this Craigslist group here. And let's grab a link. Now, I don't think that this page is going to pull up a it's going to pull up a link. So I'm going to post that, put the link in there, and I'm going to wait for a minute. And it should, it's fetching the preview right now. Again, we're running a little slow because of the, well, that one did pull. So that one we don't have to worry about because that one pulled up an image. So that's good. We always want to have an image because the image is the allure. People, you know, they see the image, it catches their attention, and then they read the post, okay? So you always want to have an image here. That particular one pulled up an image. Let's go to, let's find one that does not pull up an image here. Okay, so this one didn't pull up an image, and what you'll see is it's just going to pull up this little thing here, right? There might be some writing in there, whatever. You want to delete that, okay? So I've created a folder that I think you guys can access through your Google Drive. You should be able to access your Google Drive. It's on our Team Shared folder. When you go into that Team Shared folder, you're going to see a number of folders in here. We've got some information, been going through and kind of cleaning that up. So you want to make sure you go in there and take a look. There's a lot of useful resource in there as far as ads and stuff like that, okay? So, but there's a folder in here called Images, and you can go into that folder, and there's a number of images that I've uploaded in here. So the image that the link that I'm posting is with regard to the business itself, lifestyle upgrade, you know. So something that I'm going to want to use is something that's, you know, more about freedom and financial freedom and having your own business and upgrading your lifestyle and all that kind of stuff, okay? So it's obviously not going to be a realtor-related image or, you know, something like that. So, and something you can do, actually, I'm thinking about it, is, let me open this one up here, see what page that is. The same image that's on this page may be used on this same page. If you can coordinate the images, sometimes that's, all right, yes, I got this couple here on the beach, right? So what I'm going to do, in this instance, it doesn't really matter, it's just something I'm thinking about doing, and I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to go down to my Team Share folder. So in other words, it's not something you want to stress over as far as the image is concerned. You just want to make sure that you have an image up there that's reflective of whatever it is that you're promoting, okay? So I'm just going to put the same image up because it coordinates with the page. When they go to the page, it'll make their experience a little bit more friendly. Now, as far as the link goes, you can use other services like Bitly or there's a Google shortener as well to shorten up the link. It's up to you. It's not a big deal again. Don't stress over it. But now you want to put some text in here as well besides the link. I'm trying to figure out why there we go. And I'm going to ask a question. And it's going to tie into a little bit with regard to the link and the whole genre, the theme of what I'm doing here. Isn't it time to upgrade your lifestyle? Question mark. Okay, so I'm just, you know, doing this on the fly here, but just to show you guys. So I uploaded an image because, again, this link did not pull an image for me. And I want to have an image in all my posts because the images are what's going to draw the person to the post, okay? So if you put up a post without an image, you're limiting your potential to for that person to click or read your image. So what's going to happen with the image is obviously going to draw their attention to your image, okay? So now when I post that, there's my image, there's my link. If they click on the image and open it up, the link is in here as well, okay? So when they click on that link, if they do, they can come over to, that'll take them obviously over to your page. That'll have your ID at the end, okay? And they fill this out. Again, you're going to get an email. You'll receive an email, and you'll also be able to see the lead in the system. But the email is going to give you their name, their phone number, and their email address. So you're going to have all their pertinent information there. And you just want to take that information and put it on your Players Club form. You know, write their name down, write their phone number down. But again, the key is you want to make sure that you reach out to them as quickly as possible. Sooner the better. Because they're used to, at times, filling out stuff online, and nobody ever calls them. You don't, I will tell you this, 99, and I go online and I'll see something that interests me, and I'll fill out the form. It's either a download or sends me an email or something. And nobody communicates with me. So when somebody fills out a form and they get a phone call, it's like, whoa, it just shocks them, okay? Kind of catches them off guard, and it's in a good way because they're not expecting that. And you can start to have a dialogue and a conversation with them. Now, what that sounds like, and we'll probably put something together for that as well, but it's a very simple script. I think I already have it. It's basically, you know, if you filled out this form, I would call you up and say, hey, this is, obviously I have your name, you know, so say, hey, John, this is Mark. You were on, you filled out some information on one of my websites regarding our business. You know, looking for a plan B or regarding our business opportunity, whatever it was that they filled out. If it was something for the product, if it was something for the business, the approach is that you don't want to try to connect them to what page it is, because sometimes people are online, they'll fill out a number of different pages. They don't remember where they were at sometimes. So don't make it difficult for them. Just say, hey, you were on the internet, you filled out some information regarding our business opportunity. I wanted to give you a call and, you know, see what it is that, you know, you're looking to do. Start to have that conversation with them, right? Okay. Hey, you filled out the information, you know, to download our free credit ebook. I just wanted to call and make sure that you were able to get the download. You know, open it up like that. Yeah, I got the download. Great. Well, what is it you're trying to accomplish by, you know, improving your credit score? What are you trying to accomplish? Right? Well, I'm trying to buy a home this year. People will open up to you if you call them and talk to them once they fill out the form. Okay? So again, and what happens is that when they fill out the form, you're going to know what form they filled out or what page they filled out, so you'll know what conversation to have with them, because when you come to the site and you go to your leads tab, it's going to tell me here, those are old. It's going to tell me here, you know, under the landing page, what landing page they filled out. Okay, so this one here, for example, build credit, paying rent. So I know that they're looking to build their credit, and they're interested in, they're obviously probably renting, and they're looking for a way to build their credit, right? So now I can have a conversation with them about, you know, why they're looking to improve their credit. You know, most likely I already know the answer. Most likely they're probably trying to buy a home in most cases, right? But again, you have something to go on. This one here, you know, ready to build a successful business. So I call them up. I can say, hey, you know, hey John, this is Mark. You filled out some information on one of my business pages. one of my websites, and you know, it looks like you're looking to start a business. You know, what are you looking to do? You know, so you can start to again have those conversations, but know here, you know, by looking at this here, you'll know what it is that they're looking to do. And I believe that that information is included in the email that you're going to get as well. But it's always a good idea to come back to the site, you know, when you get some time. You know, a lot of times we can access our email from our phone, so when I get a lead on through the system, it goes right to my phone email, so I can look to see who it is. You know, then later on in the evening, if I want, I can come back here, log into my system, and I can update the information regarding that lead. So by simply logging in, going to the leaderboard again, going to view and edit, I can actually update the information on that lead. It's going to give you the same information here basically that it gave you when it sent you that email, their email address, their phone number, and you can make some notes in here. You can put the date in here, and so use this as a lead management system to track, you know, those conversations that you're having with those people. So I could put in here 09, 28, 2017, you know, and I can make a note in here, follow up, you know, tomorrow or whatever, and then just simply update that lead. And then next time you come back in here, the next day, you can now go through your notes, you know, as you're following up with your leads. You know, you can update those leads in that area and know what happened, you know. So, and as well, it's a great idea. You can use this now also to on your Players Club form. Remember, your Players Club form is not it's not per se a tracking or a lead management page. It's simply to help you at the end of the month understand what your numbers were, you know, the 50, 15, 5. So you always want to use the Players Club form when you get these leads, if you're getting them through the capture page or however you're getting your leads, people that you're exposing to, you want to put them on that Players Club form so that, again, at the end of the day, you can track the number of leads that you exposed in that month time. Now, this system here, you can use this to update actually, you know, what your conversations were with those people and follow up with them, okay? So you want to make sure, go through, get familiar with the landing pages. One very, 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 very important thing, when you're testing these pages out, you have to test them in what's called an incognito browser. And what an incognito browser is, if you're using Chrome, if you come over to the far right here and you click on the 3 dots that are there, you'll see incognito window. If you're using any other browser, you may have to Google it. Just put in incognito window and it'll help you, you know, in terms of where to find that at. But what an incognito browser is normally when you go to your computer and you log in, Google knows it's you. It knows where you're at. It knows you're the one logging in. It knows what you've searched for in the past. It knows everything. So it remembers that stuff. So because of that, you cannot test these pages in a normal browser. So in other words, I can't come here and I say, okay, well, I'm going to test this page out, make sure I get the lead, and open it up in a new tab or in my existing browser window, because Google already knows I'm here. So I'm going to get a false reading, okay? So what you do, once you get yourself set up as a user, or if you want to test these, you can open up in an incognito browser. And again, this is in Chrome. So when I go to my link, whatever link I'm going to use, and I'm going to test, I can put my mouse over it and go open and do a right mouse button click, go to open incognito browser. And what this is a private browser. Google now does not have any of my information. It doesn't know that it's me. It just sees it as a unidentified user. Okay? This is where you will test your pages. If you do it any other way, the results are not guaranteed. You're going to get false readings, and it doesn't mean that your pages aren't working. It just simply means that you didn't test them out correctly. So I'm going to do a test here. And what I like to do is I like to put in the time, first name of my time. And the other thing is that if you test a page out with your real email address, you have to delete your email address out of the system before you test the next page, because it will recognize your email address is already being a lead in the system. So you'll get a weird reading. It might not take you to where you want to go. It might not show the lead in there. So when you test the page, go in and delete yourself out, delete that lead out of the system. So I've got my information in here. I'm going to go ahead and click here. Oh my goodness. All right, so I have I'm already in here somewhere. All right, let's do this a different way. I'm going to log in under my normal account so that I know what's in there, and then that way, because again, that account that I was just in is just a test account that I haven't used in a long time. And then we'll do a quick test on one of these so you can see what it does. So the pages, when they fill out the form, some of them just go to a thank you page and says, hey, you're going to be contacted by a representative within 24 to 48 hours. Some of them go to the video, the protection plan video. The ones that we have set up for our partners, for our real estate and mortgage partners, go to a thank you page that says you'll be contacted by somebody within 24 to 48 hours, because if somebody fills out a page for down payment assistance, or they need a mortgage loan, or they're looking for their dream home, we're not trying to send them to the protection plan video, because it has nothing to do with obviously what they're trying to do, right? So it just goes to a thank you page, and then it says that they'll be contacted. Let me do something here. Make sure that I'm not already in here. I don't think so. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try one of these new pages. I'm going to open that in incognito browser. Actually, I'm going to put in a bogus email here so that in case I am somewhere in there, it won't see me. Okay. So I just made up a fake email address. That way it won't see me in the system. All right. Let's get instant access. Okay, so on this particular one, because it was a business builder page, it's taking me to watch the Protection That Pays video, okay, because the capture page that I used was real estate mortgage professionals, and this is a recruit real estate mortgage professionals video, okay, so we're showing them, the Protection That Pays video, all right, so there's that. And then let's go back to the leaderboard here, and I should see myself in here. I'm going to refresh this page. It's the other thing, you need to refresh the lead page so that it'll bring the lead in, because obviously that just happened, right? So we need to refresh our page, and then you should see me in here. And there's my lead right there. So there I am there, okay? Shows me what page, real estate, mortgage professionals, campaign business professionals. Okay, so now I know when I call them up what page they came in on, and I know how to start that conversation with them. And I also got an email as well. Let me show you what that looks like. We're running a little bit long, guys, but we'll be done here in just another couple of minutes. So again, it's important that whatever email address you set up with this, that you make sure that you, it's an email that you access, because you might get an email, a lead in, and not know it. So you want to make sure it's an email that you normally use. So, I mean, we know people that are out there in the market today that are using these pages with their referral partners and, getting results. It's, it's in some cases it's the reason why. In other cases, it's just a nice added, thing to offer, offer your, just an additional thing, additional tool to offer your partners. So here it's going to say root user, which I'm going to fix that. So that it says something more relevant, but that's what it'll say right now, root user. And what this says is, hello Mark, it'll have your name in there, go to the website, log in to the members area to see your new lead, to see if they left a phone number, which if they did, it's going to be here. This is something I just recently added, so I'm going to change that note up a little bit. But here's the basic lead information, name, so it's got my name in there, full name that I put in, email address, phone number, and I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going to see if I can add in the business page. That way you'll know what page they came through as well. So in other words, if it says bill, credit, pay, and rent, you'll know that that's about the rental. If it's for the business opportunity, you'll know that as well. So it says if they left a number, call them. Make sure you call them ASAP, and obviously the number will be here if they did. If not, it's not going to be a number. Tell them that you received their information through one of our websites about credit, our national expansion. Ask them if they. I'm going to change that because again, the conversation is going to be based on whatever page they came through. And again, if it's a credit related, you're going to have that conversation about how they came through one of your pages, and it looks like you're trying to improve your credit. What exactly you have going on, or what are you trying to accomplish? If it's a business builder, hey, it looks like you're looking for an opportunity to get involved in a business. What are you trying to accomplish? But we'll have something written for you guys that you can use as a guide again to just to give you a starting point, right? Okay, so I'm going to change up some of this language in here because this was based on our previous model, but not a big deal. That's something I can take care of. So that's what you're going to receive. You're going to receive an email. So it's going to say, root user, congratulations, you have a new lead in the FEN team site. So then you'll just go to the site, check it out. At the end of the day, you can do your edit, go in and update your information on there based on the conversation that you had with them, and then schedule your follow-up, okay? What else? So we're going to be, as time goes on and we're developing more stuff for the site, more tools, free stuff for you guys to use. That's the thing here, guys. This is free. I mean, I would challenge you. Go out there on the internet, look for a landing page lead management system, and I guarantee you that you're not going to find anything for under $50. And I've seen them as high as over $400 a month, okay? So we have this free resource to use. We put a lot of time and energy into this. These pages are a great way to start. Now some people are comfortable with just promoting or just posting on Facebook the way that they do, not using lead pages. That's cool if you want to do that. But these are great for using in these groups. if you're not used to posting on Facebook or social media, because you can use these links on any platform you're on, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all of them. Anywhere where it'll allow you to post a link. You know, it's a great way to start that whole getting used to, you know, posting information on social media so that you can expose your business and your product. Okay, so use them, take advantage of them. Talk with your partners. You know, when you're out there marketing. Let's say, for example, if I'm online here, and I just did this the other day and it worked great. I was having a conversation with a new mortgage lender here in Arizona, and part of the message I said, hey, listen, I said, let me ask you a question. You know, how many clients do you turn away every month due to credit issues? And we started to have that talk, and I says, when it got down to it, I says, hey, we also have a marketing system that to support you in generating leads for your business, blah blah blah. And then that led to a phone call. Now we're talking about the clients that he's getting, and we're talking about him using the lead pages. So what will happen is that if you have a partner that wants to use these pages, they just have to go through the same process as far as registering to get set up. So in other words, they just have to go to watch the setup video, get themselves set up, logged in, and start using the pages. Now, if for whatever reason you need help with that, obviously just reach out to me, and I can help. I'll help them as well. I mean, because all that's going to do is create a situation where they're going to send you leads. They're going to send you their turn downs, and certainly that's what we're trying to help you do, is build your business. So for me to spend a few minutes with them, helping them get set up, or we'll have videos and stuff that we can send them as well that they can watch on how to post and how to use them. There'll be short videos, 4 or 5 minute videos that certainly they can take the time to watch. If they're trying to build their business and generate leads for their mortgage or real estate, they'll take a few minutes to watch a video, learn how to use it. So, Randy Cochran, I know you're on here with me, bro. You got anything that got anything you want to say? Anything you want to add? Anybody have any questions as well? Lines are open. Send me a chat message.
Mark, I just want to say great job. And if you're posting on social media and you're gonna post anything, make sure that there's some type of lead capture page attached to it. Doesn't matter what it is. One thing that everybody should be doing is looking up myself, looking up Mark, watching what we're posting. We're posting ads all the time that you can just copy and repost on your timeline. Just make sure that you're adding either your FES Connect link or an FEN lead capture page. And I generate between 5 and 10 free leads for my business every single day using the FES Connect link and these FEN lead capture pages. And all you really need to do is post your ads and then just follow up like crazy. Now, tomorrow is Friday. That means it's follow-up Friday. So if you don't have any leads to follow up with tomorrow, this weekend especially, think about when people are home, when they're online. It's usually on, Friday afternoons, Saturdays, Sunday mornings, Sunday afternoons, and the evenings. Post when people are around. You have to post 3 to 5 times a week on Facebook specifically to be powerful in your business. So, these are phenomenal tools. Plus, it gives us an opportunity to reach out to potential corporate accounts and show these real estate agents, these loan officers, these investors how to generate more business without spending any money. Talk about a valuable asset that you have that nobody else has. This is exclusive to our team. CJ and Mark have done a phenomenal job building this out for us, and so take advantage of it. But more than anything, once you have a lead come in, if you haven't been to a training, you don't know what to say, make sure that you're getting trained, you understand the scripts or word tracks, and then once somebody watches one of these videos, edify your expert, schedule a 3-way call, and let us help you get new team members, let us help you get new customers, let us help you get more corporate accounts, and just let's go out and let's just rock and roll. We have literally about 92 days left in this year. and we want to make this fourth quarter the best quarter of the year. I know we're heading into holidays. We want as many people making extra income as possible. It's one team. It's one dream. I'm super excited. I'm hitting a couple SOS trainings between now and Millionaire Mentality. I'm going to be a Millionaire Mentality. Come join us. All of the leaders are going to be there. Come surround yourself with people that are going the same direction that you're going. Maybe you haven't seen the success that you want to see yet, but keep in mind the power of yet. And what that means is you haven't made the income that you want to make yet. Your team isn't as big as it wants to be, as you want it to be yet. You don't have the title that you want to have yet. So just plug into the system, plug into the trainings, and just roll up your sleeves, put your hat on backwards, go to work, and you're going to earn the income. You're going to get to where you want to go. Great job tonight, Mark. Thanks for taking the extra time. And you know what? It really doesn't matter how much, how long the training is. If this is something that's going to improve a person's life, business, it could be 3 hours. Doesn't matter. If somebody's committed to this business, they're going to watch the video. They're going to plug in. They're going to be on the webinar because, and you're going to hear Greg Ammerman say this a lot, especially at Millionaire Mentality Bootcamp. Becoming wealthy is easy because you have no competition, because most people, I would say 95% of the people are not willing to do what it takes to become wealthy. So congratulations on being on tonight's webinar, because you're one of the 5%. We're all going to the top.
Awesome. And guys, just one last thing I'm going to say is I have a newer agent that just came on board here recently. I mean, he's been chatting it up with real estate mortgage professionals on Facebook, and we've done several calls, and he's got several people that are committed to him as far as sending him business, and we've had some meetings here as well, locally. So they're out there. You just got to reach out to people, man, and we're giving you the tools. We're giving you, what you need to make that happen. So it just comes down to putting in the effort. Being, like Randy said, you got to be consistent in putting the information out there so that people know that you're serious about what you do. There's a lot of people online that they're jumping from one thing to the next. They're who knows what do they really do, right? So, you got to people have to see that you're consistent and that you're in this and that this is your business, and to build up that trust. So, all right, guys, that's all we have for you today. I'm going to get the recording up for you. It'll be up on the site, and then I'll send that email out. Should have that out by tomorrow morning. So I know some people have already requested that. They want to rewatch the video, which is great. And so we'll have that out there for you guys. All right, have a great evening, and we'll be talking with you again next Thursday. Talk to you guys soon.